Low key, I was looking forward to doing this video. I swear for God and two white men in my Shannon Sharp voice. Lomachenko retires at 37, and he's not a Hall of Famer. If we really setting a Hall of Fame standard, not an international boxer Hall of Fame standard, not an NBA standard, like really no Hall of Fame really got a good standard, right? Baseball got the most biased Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? You got to die for you to get in that motherfucker like Pete Rose. I got a video coming about Pete Rose. I did it a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna release it probably on Saturday or Sunday. So you damn near gotta die. They hold grudges in baseball. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I was looking at Loma retire. I know he had a back situation. But real talk, Lomachenko was a bitch ass nigga. I just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna tell you why. Remember when they first went to war and Usyk and them was strapping up to defend their country? Lomachenko ran. Remember Ivan Radcash Ivan Radcash outed Lomachenko for fleeing to Greece, and then he shamed the nigga so bad on social media that he came back and fought in the war and shit. Like he was on the security detail and shit. Like Ivan Radcash, like where you at, bro? And then like every time he lost, it was an excuse. Him and Pacquiao. Make sure Pacquiao 50 years later still hating on Mayweather because you didn't do your job and cut the ring off. Same thing with Lomachenko. Every time he lost, it was an excuse. He lost to Orlando Salido. It was what was the low blow? Whatever he said it was for Salido. Man, you lost. Teofimo Lopez. Oh, my shoulder. Devin Haney. Oh, I'm still trying to figure out how did Devin Haney rob you? Right? How did Devin Haney rob you when the whole arena was going for you? The promotional company was for you. The commission probably was for you. Everybody in the world, in boxing world, hate Devin Haney. He come on the last deal of his contract, had to go over to Australia twice to fight George Camboso. In the last deal of his contract, where they could have easily robbed him, and he got a decision on over you. You just ain't shit. Let's throw it on the floor. He just ain't shit. I wish people stopped trying to say, oh, you got man, like everything was in your favor. Then you had Paulie line talking about he signed a deal with Top Rank. We still waiting to see that deal. Like these motherfuckers so bitter. He lost. Like, how did he lose when everything was in Lomachenko's favor? Take out the fight, everything was in Lomachenko's favor. He was the house fighter. They was booing Devin Haney. And I know Devin got to sit there and be like, damn, what I do to make niggas so mad? Well, we used to it as black men. We used to it. They want to know why, they seeing more and more brothers get going out there with other women because shit is friendly fire. Real spill. But yeah, by the standard, he ain't no Hall of Famer. If they set a real standard, by their standard, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. By today's standard, who they gonna be letting in, he's a Hall of Famer. But if it was a real Hall of Fame, no. He won a title at 26. He won a title at 30. He went to 35, and unfortunately, he couldn't get the Gervonta Davis fight. He never won a premium fight. Every premium fight he was in, he lost. And he didn't get the opportunities that he truly deserved, in my opinion. I think he should have fought Gervonta Davis. I think, him and Oscar Valdez was around the same weight. That should have probably happened. He should have got those names at 126, whether it was Carl Frampton. I don't know if they all was Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton. He did beat Gary Russell, so let me say that that's his best victory, I believe. I feel like he should have got those. He should have got some of the Framptons and the Leo Santa Cruz and the Scott Quiggs and the Oscar Valdez's of the world. Who else was down there? I mean, he got Rigondeaux. Let me not say he didn't win it. I mean, people kind of feeling partial to those fights. And I speak on the Rigondeaux and the Gary Russell fight. I feel like, Gervonta Davis. Damn, who else was down in a way? I feel like it was other people there. I don't know if him and Adrian was around the same. I don't know if him and Adrian. Hold on, real quick. I don't know if him and Adrian Broner was kind of around the same way. They might have been a little bit. They might have been a little bit apart. So I could be wrong, but some of them names that he should have got on his resume. But yeah, Gary Russell. That was really a prospect fight, but he beat Gary Russell, beat his ass. Um, Russell said he scaled him on the scales. Most people think that's the fight that got Gary Russell in the bad. That's the fight that got Gary Russell on Al Heyman's shit list. I mean, the Rigondeaux fight. He didn't, give him no catchway. He even said he really don't count that fight, but that was his best wins. I think he had a big win over Comey, but when you started talking about the losses, T.O., Devin, Salido, he had more big losses than he had wins. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get those. He didn't get tanked. But I guess that he beat T.O. and Devin, he would have been undisputed. So yeah, I don't think he's a Hall of Fame fighter. We're just going off his international or his professional boxing career. He's not. Well, he got around 20 fights, and he lost more of his big fights than won them. So how do we justify this? Oh, he won a belt. He wasn't undisputed. Come on. I mean, what guy? I mean, maybe unified a couple times. I don't remember at 26 or 30, but yeah, he wasn't like Hall of Famer, bro. He just get the pizzazz because he was white. People start looking. He had a hell of an amateur career. Excuse my language. He had a hell of an amateur career, but it was partly due because he was white. He was black. There'd be a lot of people saying he don't deserve to go to the Hall of Fame. I guarantee you it would be. So, quite frankly, he was a pressure fighter that everybody thought, oh, the Matrix, and he wasn't that athletic. He was just a guy. He was just a guy that come forward. And once he couldn't come forward and you walked to him and he couldn't bully you into going backwards, then, like I continue to say, he was a pedestrian fighter. You've seen with Jermaine Ortiz. A lot of people thought Jermaine Ortiz won that fight. So you can say, well, he left his best prime in the amateurs. Who fault is that? Bitch ass should have turned pro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he couldn't fight, but what did he do that should have been celebrated? What did he do? So like I said, they're gonna put him in there. They put everybody in there. I think the vast majority of this generation don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. None of them niggas really, other than Bud and Usyk. Like really, I could be forgetting a few other people. I think a lot of these guys don't even deserve really to be in the Hall of Fame. What time? Is it 5 o'clock? That's motherfucker an hour early. But yeah, a lot of them guys don't even deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, when I look at it from that perspective, and we start having that conversation about him, he don't even deserve to be in the Hall of Fame by a real standard. But he get in there by their standard. He definitely deserve to be in there. Being McGuinn in there, or Toro Gotti in there. Yeah, he deserved to be in there. You know. Yeah, he deserved to be like, by their standard, but if they had a real Hall of Fame, he don't deserve to be in that motherfucker at all. He don't. But like I said, people going, oh man, Rigondeaux fight, wasn't the catchweight he made the man come all the way up. You take pride in that. Gary Russell, that was a prospect fight, but I give it to him. Comey, Nakatani, barely beat Jermaine Ortiz, got dropped by Jorge Linares. Everybody talk about Devin not having a chin, but Jorge Linares dropped him. Jorge Linares, wait me 1 second. I'm finishing my break today. Oh, yeah. Working me like a Hebrew slave today. But like I said, like I continue to say, man, yeah, I mean, he'll get in there. And I'm really like, I don't really think a lot of these guys deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe Inoue, I think Bam on his way. Terrence, Canelo, Usyk. And I say this too. I think Deontay deserved to get in there for his contributions to heavyweight, to American boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like what he did, like I continue saying, people gonna say I'm tripping on this, but what he did, if it was so easy to get somebody else to do it, why haven't they found nobody else to do it? Honestly, that's my number one thing. If it was so easy for it to be done, but it's another conversation for another day. But yeah, I think you know, it's a career. You know, he had a career. I don't think it was nothing, you know, flamboyant. I don't think it was nothing that was great. I just think he had an okay career. You know, he had a solid career, but he was never near the height. But I think he was a really good fighter. So, um, you know, if the Hall of Fame really had a true standard, I don't think he would be a Hall of Famer. Nope, I don't even think he would be a fringe Hall of Famer. I think when you start talking about guys that like by the true standard to be a fringe Hall of Famer boxing wise, like by that standard, I mean, I think you looking at a guy like oh man, I don't know. I really think about that one. You know, I don't know. Maybe a guy like Michael Moore, maybe might be a true fringe Hall of Famer. He might be in there, but I'm just talking about if they had a real standard. Maybe somebody like Michael Moore, and I think he one of the best light heavyweights of all time. But that's neither here, neither there, nor there. Maybe a guy like Carl Froch. I don't even think he should deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, to be honest. In general, whatever standard it is. And I like Froch, but I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.